thinking about going solar, but not sure whether it's worth it for your home? Well, before you...
Developing overnight, Taliban leaders are claiming they have taken control of the Panjshir province. That was the final stronghold of resistance forces that were left in Afghanistan. And this morning, CNN is getting its first look at life outside of Kabul under Taliban rule. And Nick Robertson is joining us now with that. This is really the story. In fact, it's kind of the unseen story of what is happening outside of the capital for Afghans, Nick.
Yeah, Brianna, we're hearing a lot about waiting to find out what sort of government the Taliban is going to put in place. They've promised for it to be inclusive. We know they're likely to keep their supreme leader, their commander of the faithful, but little else is sort of really coming from the Taliban. But if you get out into the country, you can actually see how they're governing, and they're putting their Islamic principles first. Inside the new Afghanistan, in rural Paktika province, far from Kabul, the Taliban's provincial governor has called a meeting. No women to be seen.
All right, y'all see my screen for the S?
Yes.
Yes, it's clear. You can read it, Sharpie.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Let's get this done. All right, I'm gonna just do. Yeah, let me do. Start with 105, 106. I guess. Well, we just go from there. All right, I'm gonna start with 105. Okay, we did 1 through 104. So I'm gonna do this one. So this is gonna say f of x is 4x squared plus 3x minus 4. Okay, this is number 1. Today is Tuesday. What is today? The 7th. Here we are. Okay. 13, 14, yay. Okay, so this one, f of x is, I'm gonna use this function over and over and over a whole bunch of times. You'll see. All right, first question I'm gonna ask you is, how do you find f of 0? All that means is what? Put 0 where the letters are. Does that make sense? So f of 0 means 4 times 0 squared, 3 times 0 minus 4. Everybody okay with step number 1? You have a function, that's what these are called. Okay, you have a function. F of x is whatever it is. So it's a formula, that's all it is. All right, so now, next question I'm gonna ask you is, so this side, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Do nothing with it. This side, you go 0 times 0 plus 3 times 0 minus 4. And then 0 times 0 is 0 plus 3 times 0 minus 4. Okay, we okay with that? Put the zeros in there. And then you go 0 squared means 0 times 0. And now you have, hopefully your skills are there. 4 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0 minus 4. Everybody okay? Step 1, 2, 3 so far. And then, and I'm gonna do the long way. You don't have to do it this long, but I am. Okay, 0 plus 0 is 0 minus 4. And finally, the answer is 0 minus 4 is minus 4.
Recording.
Is right there. Does that make sense? F of 0, F of 1, whatever I put in there, just put it in there for the number. Okay, so F of 0 is what? -4. Or later on, or later, when everybody has a graphing calculator, okay, then you're gonna put the point 0 and -4, and you're gonna graph these things. Not right now. Today I'm just gonna put the numbers in the formulas. Okay, all right, number 105A, part A. Everybody take 105A?
A.
A is good. You can understand it, right? Say yes, we understand that. Okay, I'm gonna go to 105B. Okay, 105 letter B. Okay, so A is done. I'll say this is done. There's A. Okay, so now we're gonna do B. It has like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, a bunch of letters. All right, so I'm gonna go page 2. It's gonna go. Where's my page 2? There it is. Page 2. 105B. Same problem. F of x is 4x squared plus 3x minus 4. Okay, same thing function. Okay, now I'm gonna go from there. I'm gonna say find f of 3. Let's do f of 3. Find f of 3. That means that wherever you see an x, you're gonna put what? 3. So you're gonna go 3 squared plus 3 times 3 minus 4. So f of 3, this one you just copy it over and over and do nothing with the left side. All right, so that's gonna be 3 times 3. Like that. And then 3 times 3 is 9 plus 3 times 3. Okay, now, yeah, if you have a chair before, you can do all this stuff really fast, but I'm just gonna do it the long way. And that's gonna be 4 times 9, is 36 plus 9 minus 4. And finally, two more steps. 36 plus 9 is 45 minus 4. So f of 3 is 41. There's this number. Or another way to write it is you go 3 comma 41. It's like a dot on the graph or something. Okay. All right. Number 105, letter B. Is everybody okay with letter B? Let's say yes. See the skills of it. Okay, I'm gonna go 105C. Okay, I did A, I did B. I'm gonna do letter C, B. Okay, let's go to letter. Okay, let's go to 105. Letter C. Same problem. F of x is 4x squared plus 3x minus 4. This time is find f of a negative number, negative 3. All right, so to do this, you're going to go put a negative 3 right there, put a negative 3 right there, like that. So f of negative 3 is going to be negative 3 times negative 3, right there. F of negative 3 is going to be, that turns out it's going to be 9 plus 3 times negative 3 minus 4. So f of negative 3 is going to be, that's going to be 36 minus 9 minus 4. So I'm going to put these together. F of negative 3 is going to be 27 minus 4. So f of negative 3 is 23. There it is. Or another way to write it, negative 3 and 23 is the point. The answer. What is the answer? All right. Is that okay for letter 5C? Yes or no? Is that okay? ABC so far, it's okay? You say yes, of course. All right. So there's 105C. Let me go to 105D then. All right. One, 105 letter D. All right, this one says f of x is 4x squared plus 3x minus 4. Find f of negative x. So I'm going to put wherever it's an x, I'm going to replace it with a negative x. That's like the trick part I'm going to do with this thing. So that's going to be 4 times negative x squared, 3 times negative x minus 4. So f of negative x is 4 negative x times negative x, 3 times negative x minus 4. So f of negative x is negative times negative is a positive x squared. 3 times negative x minus 4. So finally, at negative x, I ended up with 4x squared minus 3x and then minus 4. Is that right for that? Are we okay with this? Letter D. And you say yes, I'm going to highlight yes. This is okay. Letter D. Let's look at letter E. All right, number 5. 105 letter E. F of x is 4x squared plus 3x minus 4. It says find negative of f of x. Okay, that means you equal negative of this one here. So it says put the negative of this, put the negative of that, both sides. It's the negative on both sides. On this side, put a minus sign, on that side, put a minus sign. So now this is negative f of x equals, so negative times the first one, and the second one, and the third one. So negative and positive is a negative. Negative and positive is a negative, and the negative to the negative is a positive 4. 105E. Okay, 105 letter E. All right, number 105 letter G. Oh, F. Yeah. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F. Yay, F. All right, so F is going to be the same problem. 4x squared plus 3x minus 4. Let's find f of x plus 2. So that means where is an x, I have to put all this stuff in there. This right here. This goes where? In here. X plus 2 squared plus 3 plus x plus 2 minus 4. So I put it here. Here. That's it. All three places. So now f of x plus 2 is the harder, it has more stuff in it. What he's gonna do? He's gonna copy this. He's gonna copy this. Do nothing with it. Copy this. All right, ready? So this means x plus 2 times x plus 2. That. This one is gonna copy it down. All right, is that okay with that step right there? So now I'm going to FOIL all these things out. FOIL it out. So x times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. 2 times that is 2x. And 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, this one, that's what that is. Plus everything else, I'm just going to copy it down. So this is going to be x squared. And here's a question for you. 2x and 2x together is how many? 2x plus 2x is
4x.
good answer. 4x. There you go. I'll replace this one by 4x. That's 4. Everything else, I'm just gonna copy it down. There it is. So now, once I get to that step, I'm gonna multiply these numbers. Ready? This one and this one. And that one. I'm going to put all these numbers in there. So f of x plus 2 is 4x squared plus 16x plus 16 plus, now this one, 3 times that, 3x, 3 times 2 plus 6 minus 4. So I wrote all this stuff right there. Bunch of terms right there. So now we're going to do like terms. Put them together, the ones that you can put together. So let's see. 4x squared. Any more x squares anywhere in there? Is that the only one?
It's the only one.
Only one. Copy it. All right. And then we have 16x, and then I have 3x. I can put those together. How much is that going to be? Do any calculator? How many?
19x.
There you go. Plus 19x. And also I have the 16, a negative 4, and a plus 6. What do you think that's going to be? 16, 6, and a negative 4. These three numbers right here. 16, 6, and negative 4. Doing the calculator. 16 plus 6, take away 4.
5.
5. Okay, sure. Okay, let me help you. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. If you put 16 plus 6 and then a minus 4. See the ones in yellow? Put 16 plus 6 and a minus 4. You put it in the calculator. 16, 6 is 22. Take away 4. I don't know. Whatever it is. You tell me. At 16 plus 6, take away 4.
$18.
18. There you go. Plus 18. Okay. So we have the answer right there. All right. So we have 4x squared, 19x plus 18. That's the final answer right there. So 105 F. A, B, C, D, E, F. Now I'm going to have to go to G. All right. So we go to letter G now. Okay. Another function. 105 G. All right. F of x, same thing. 4x squared plus 3x minus 4. And x, can see. Find f of 5x. Okay, that means wherever you see an x, you're gonna put 5x. So I'm gonna go 5x right there. And I'm gonna put 5x right here. Wherever there's an x, I'm gonna put 5x. There, there, and right there. Everybody okay with step number 1? So now we're gonna get 5x times 5x, 3 times 5x minus 4. So this is gonna be, let's see, tell me what is that gonna be? What's 5x times 5x? Somebody tell me the answer for this part. What are these two right here gonna become together? 5x times 5x is, guess.
25x.
Close. Do it again. Okay. This is the 1 power, and this is the 1 power. So 5 times 5, yeah, that's 25. That's right. But x to the 1 and x to the 1 must be x to the at the powers. 1 plus 1.
2, x squared.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So let me write those. All right. So now we're in this step right here. So now I'm gonna have to multiply the number. The 4 times 25. So let's go from here. So 4 times the 25x, so let's see, 4 times 25, give me a number for this right here, these two guys. What's 4 times 25?
100.
100. Okay. And what's 3 times 5?
15.
Next. Minus 4. So there's minus right there. You just got to put the numbers in for the letters. Do step 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 105G. Okay, now I got one more. Got H now. Okay. 105. H. H. All right. Let's go to H. All right. 105H. I'm going to say f of x is 4x squared plus 3x minus 4. All right, this one says to find f of x plus the letter h in it. Okay, so 4x plus h squared 3x plus h minus 4. Okay, let me highlight this for you. So that means that x plus h goes there, x plus h goes there, and x plus h goes there. Everybody okay with the setup right there? X plus h, all the way across. So now the left side, do nothing with it for this function. This one, copy it. This one, copy it. This one, copy it. Do nothing with it. Other side, this would be x plus h times x plus h. Right there. And this one, I'm just going to write it out. All right. So now this one. All right. Somebody tell me this. What is x times x? X to the 1, x to the 1. How much is that? What's x times x?
X squared.
Squared. There you go. And what's x times h? X times h, isn't it just xh? Yes or no?
Yes, xh.
So I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to put 1 xh, just so I know that it's one of them. And what's x times h again over here? H times x times h. It doesn't matter which way you put it, the letters. So to make it the same, x times h or x times x, is that going to be xh again? Right here, these two?
Yes.
So I'm going to put another 1 xh. All right. And then h times h, what's h times h?
H squared.
Squared, there you go. All right, so that's this part right here. And everything else, I'm just gonna copy it for right now. I don't want to do anything with it. Not yet, anyway. All right, now before I go to the next step, I don't want you to get all confused on me. So let me do, you know what? Let Let me do this. Hang on a second. Let me get my manipulatives here. Hey, where are they? Oh, here they are. I got it. All right. So when you were in, I don't know what grade, first grade, long time ago. Okay, first grade. Okay, you have something called counting bears. Let me show them to you. You probably don't remember what they are. They're little bears. They look like this. You ever seen those before? They're like blue bears, red bears, orange, gray ones. There's all purple, all kinds of colors. Okay. So now my question to you, your teacher says, here, put these in your hand. And then the teacher says, how many bears do you have in your hand? And then you learn how to count, right? What did you say? I have one bear and another bear. How many bears do you have?
2 bears.
2 bears. Right. So if you have one XH and you have one XH, and if you add those together, what do you think that's gonna be? One XH and one XH must be what?
2 bear XH.
Exactly. There they go. So one XH is 2 XH. That's it. All right. So now, okay, let's put the bears back up here so I won't get lost. See the bears. Let me see. Let me give it a close look. So they look like bears. All right. So now I'm gonna put them again. There you go. Up there in their safe place, their house. Plus H squared. And everything else, I'm just gonna copy it down. All right. So now I can't do anything else with this. So I'm gonna have multiply all this stuff out now. See what happens. Ready? So 4 times x squared and 4 times this and 4 times that. Ready? What's 4 times x squared? Somebody give me an answer. What's this gonna be?
4x squared.
Correct. Right there. 4x squared. Plus what's 4 times 2xh? Right here.
8xh.
8xh. Plus what's 4 times h squared over here?
4h squared.
Yes. Okay. Plus now this one. This times this. This times this. Let's multiply these numbers here also. 3 times x.
3x.
Right. 3 times h.
3h.
3h. And the minus 4. And now let's see if we can put anything together. Well, x squared. That's only one. It's an h squared, but they don't match. Nope. How about xh's next to each other? 8 xh's and that's it, right? That's by itself too. 4h to the second power. There's no more h to the second powers? No. How about 3 x's and x's? No. And then h by itself. So that's it. There's nothing I can put together. That's the answer right there. Nothing I can put together. Leave it alone. All right, that was letter H, 105H. Adding. Okay. So let me do some more of these function things, okay? Let me show you know how to use these things. All right, so I'm gonna go to number 106 now. Okay. Let's go to 106. Number 9, I'm gonna go to 106. This one has a bunch of parts to A, B, C, D, and stuff. Okay, so let me do this. F of x is 3x plus 5. And g of x is 9x minus 7. Okay, so then we have f of x, 3x plus 5, and 9x minus 7. There they are, those two. So now the first question they say is this: find f plus g of x, which means to you, means f of x added to the g of x. The f of x function to the g of x function. So f of x and g of x. What is replacement for this? I'll show you where they are. See that f of x right there? What is it equal to? So right here, you're gonna do this 3x plus 5 And g of x is this other one over here. That's going to be what? 9x minus 7, like that. So I'm replacing these two things right here. In there. Everybody okay with step number 1? Set up the problem, put the numbers in there. So now we're going to add those two together. I take the pieces off. 3x plus 5 at 9x minus 7. Get the pieces off. So now you're going to add these together, and you're going to tell me what it is. Ready? What is 3x and 9x together?
6x.
If you say so. Okay, let me help you. On the calculator, add them up. 3 plus 9. In the machine. What do you think?
12x.
Ah, there you go. 12x. And the last number, the 5 minus 7. Okay, make sure you put the 5 in the minus 7. Do it. 5 minus 7. Think like I give you $5, give me $7 back. What are you?
-2.
There you go. -2. All right, so now they're gonna ask you another question. They're gonna say, find f plus this, and they're gonna ask you this word here. What is the domain of all this stuff? And that just means what numbers can you put in here? Can you put a 5, a 7, a -5? You don't get division by 0 or square roots of negative numbers? No. So the domain of this one is this, -infinity to infinity. That means this. Any number you want to put in here, it's fine. With 3, 7s, thousands, it doesn't matter. Nothing bad happens with this problem. It works fine with everything. So f plus g of x is this. This is A. And the domain is this generic answer. Okay, so that's letter A, 106A. So now I'm going to do 106B. Ready? I'm going to do 106B. Let me start it up again. 106, letter B. Let's write this. F of x is 3x plus 5. And g of x is 9x minus 7. Okay, same problem. Just different setup. Okay, so it is. So I'm going to do that one next. I'm going to go to find f of x minus g of x. So this time we're going to subtract. So we're going to go 3x plus 5 minus 9x minus 7. There it is. This one minus that one. Everybody okay with the setup on it? So now, this one. I'm just going to copy this one, and does this negative sign affect the first number and the second number? Yes or no? Does it change the signs?
Yes, it does.
All of them, right? So negative or positive, I know it's a negative, but what about the negative of the negative? What do you think negative or negative is going to be? These two here.
+7.
There you go, plus 7. Okay, you have to switch the signs. So whatever you do is minus, you have to switch the signs in the second ones. Okay. Now, I'm going to put these together carefully on my calculator or your calculator. Yeah, 3 minus 9. What do you think 3 minus 9 is? 3 minus 9 on your calculator. Calculator, do you want to calculate 3 minus 9?
-6.
Yeah, I think so. -6x. Okay, so we got this one and this one done. Now we have to do this ones, the big check marks. What do you think +5 and +7 is going to be?
+12.
There you go. So in the box, this is my answer right here. All right, now it's going to ask you again the same question. Domain is what numbers are possible to use in here. You can use any number you want. It's not going to be division by 0 or stuff like that. So there's no square root symbol. So the answer is the generic answer, this right here. Okay, use any number you want. Okay. All right, so letter B is that one right there. So we did adding, we did subtracting. So the next one, I'm gonna do multiplication, okay? All right, go next page. 106, letter C. F of X is 3x plus 5. And G of X is 9x minus 7. So this one's gonna be multiplication, so let me set that one up. This one says, what happens when you multiply these two things? What is this? Find F times G of X. Yeah. So what that means to you means F of X times G of X. There it is right there. So that means F of X is 3x plus 5 times 9x minus 7. There it is. So there it is right there, set up. So now I'm gonna have to FOIL this thing out. Ready? Let's remember how to do this from last week. So 3x times 9x. Somebody tell me the answer. What's 3x and 9x?
27x
Almost.
squared.
Ah, there you go. All right, somebody said 27x squared. Everybody okay with this? And what's 3x times negative 7? What's that gonna be?
Negative 21x.
Yeah, negative 21x. Negative 21x. So that's 27. That's negative 21. All right, now this one. 5 times 9x.
Positive 45x.
Yeah. And 5 to negative 7.
Negative 35.
There you go. All right. So now I have 27x squared, and on my calculator, I'm about to do a negative 21 and a positive 45. A positive 45 and negative 21. What do you think that's going to be? 21 and plus 45. Doing the calculator. If I give you $45, give me $21 back, what happens to you?
$24 left.
Somebody said 24. Yep. That's 24x minus 35. Yep, that's it right there. All right, so F times G of X that's the answer right there. It's 27x squared plus 24x minus 35. And I'm going to use this word again, domain. Okay, it's just going to be this. Okay, the only time it's going to be bad, let me tell you what things are bad. If you have 3 over 0, that's undefined. If you have 100, negative 100 over 0, undefined. Okay, if you have 11 over 0, it's undefined. All these things, if it's 0 on the bottom, it's undefined, okay? If that can ever happen with this problem, nope, never. Okay, don't worry about it. It's just this answer, domain. Infinity to infinity. Okay, 106C, I'm gonna say that one's ready. Let's go to 106D. 106D. 106 letter D. All right, D. Let me write the original problem again. F of X is 3x plus 5, and G of X is 9x minus 7. So on this one, it's going to be F divided by G of X, which means F of X divided by G of X. Okay, so now I'm going to do division. So on the top, I'm going to put this one here, 3x plus 5. On the bottom, I'm gonna put this 9x minus 7. So this box right here. So divide means that's what you have. That one on top, that one on the bottom. Now, there's nothing else I can do. You cancel anything out? Nah, nothing. I can't factor stuff out. Leave it. That's it. Now, the word domain. Now this one, for domain, it does matter because since you have something in the bottom, if you get 0 in the bottom, it doesn't work. So let me set this up. This will make it bad news right here. So this one, you need to set just the bottom part because what do you want to do? You don't want to get a number over 0. Okay, you want to get 7 over 0 or 9 over 0 or negative 11 over 0. All these are the bad news things, the undefined. Okay, so if this is 0 in the bottom, it's going to mess up the problem. So when is 9x minus 7 equal to 0? Work it out. 9x minus 7. Add 7. And over here, add 7. So 9x is 7. So now we're going to divide by 9. Divide by 9. These are gone. So x is 7 over 9. So in other words, if 7 over 9, you put this number here, it's going to become 0 on the bottom. So here's the word. Domain for this one is different. It just says x is never going to be what? 7 over 9. This is the domain for this one. What is the domain? You can use any number you want. Just don't use this number here because it'll mess up this problem. So this is the only one that's different. The ABC are the same, but the D one is a different answer for the domain part. All right, so now that you know how to add, subtract, multiply, divide, now I'm going to do put numbers in them. Okay, I'm going to put numbers in the formulas. All right, so let me go back. I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna go next page. Is that right? Let's go to. All right, 106 E. Ready? 106 E. It's gonna say f plus g of x. We did that earlier, and we ended up with 12x minus 2. So now they're gonna say this. Find f plus g of a number, and the number I got when I ran it on my math lab was 4. All right, so it's gonna be 12 times 4 minus 2. So f plus g of 4 is gonna be, I don't know, what is that number? What's 12 times 4? Somebody give me a number for this.
48.
48 minus 2. So f plus g of 4 is going to be, what's this going to be? 48 minus 2. In the calculator, there's double digits, man.
46.
Yeah, 46. This is my answer right there. The answer. So f plus g of 4 means what? You put the 4 in there for the formula, and then you got to work it out. You go f plus g of 4, and then work it out. And so f plus g function at 4 is this answer. E, we did E, A, B, C, D, E. So I guess the next one will be F. I guess letter F. Okay. 106 letter F. And I'm going to say F minus G of X. We did that plus 1 right here. So they did the minus 1. All right, the minus 1 we did earlier today. We ended up with negative 6x plus 12. So F minus G, and the number I got from my math lab to do is just put a 3 in there. Okay, you'll get other numbers, but whatever they are, doesn't matter. Still work it the same way. So I put the 3 there and I put the 3 there. So F minus G of 3 is going to be, I don't know, what is this number here? Negative 6 times 3. Somebody tell me. Calculator.
Negative 18.
-18 plus 12. So f minus g of 3 is, what's this going to be? Calculator, -18 and plus 12.
-6.
-6. There you go. All right, so there's my answer right here. Okay. So what I do, I put 3 there. I put 3 there. Both sides. There and there. All right, this is letter F. But 2 more, G and H. Right. That's 106F. Okay, let me do 106G. 106 letter G. Is that right? FG, yeah. This is this F times G of X. And we got that one earlier. The answer we got for that one was 27x squared plus 24x minus 35. Okay, that's the original problem. So this one says find F times G, F times G of the number 3. No, 2. It says a 2. Find that. 2. Put a 2 in there. Okay. So I'm going to put a 2 in there for all the letters. 27 times 2 squared plus 24 times 2 minus 35. F times G of 2. 27, 2 times 2. 24 times 2 is 35. F times G of 2. So here it is already. 2 times 2. Somebody tell me the answer for this. What's 2 times 2 when you calculate?
Two times 2 is 4.
Oh, 4. Okay, got it. So now I'm going to go ahead and so F times G of 2. 4 times 27. Doing a calculator. What's 4 times 27? Doing a calculator. Do in your head. That's a triple digit answer, man. Triple digit answer.
108.
108. Plus 24 times 2.
48.
48. Okay, so now I'm going to do the long way. Okay, so I'm going to do is I'm going to go 108 minus 48. Do those numbers first. 108 minus 48. What is 108 minus 40? Or plus 48? What is that going to be? 108 plus 48. How much?
156.
6. So F times G of 2 is going to be, I don't know, what is 156 minus 35? What you get?
$121.
There you go. 121. Everybody okay with that last thing right there? All right, so G, so I'm gonna have to do H, I guess. H is next. 106H. Ready? Let's go to the next one. 106 letter H. Okay. Letter H now. It says F over G of X. We ended up before with 3x plus 5 on top and 9x minus 7 on the bottom. So F over G. And remember they told me in my math app was to use 1. So 3 times 1 plus 5 and 9 times 1 minus 7. F over G of 1. Now we have this 1 right there. I put it there. I put it there. Okay. Now on top, I have 3 times 1 is 3 plus 5, 9 minus 7. Okay, so now use your calculator skills. Ready? What's on top? Don't add it in your head. 3 plus 5 in your TI-84 $200 calculator. Do it in that. What's 3 plus 5? What did you get?
8.
8. Right. 8. And 9 minus 7.
2.
2. Okay. Now, use your dividing skills and your graphing calculator, TI-84, whatever. 8 divided by 2 is what? I don't have a
4.
calculator. I don't know. What is it?
4.
4. Yeah, 4 is right. Let's see. It's 2 divided. It's 2 times 4, 8. Yeah, so 8 divided by 2. Yeah, it's 4. All right, there's letter H, 106H. Okay, let's go to. All right, I'm going to 107 now. Graphing. You know. Okay, this is okay because the graph's already there. Okay, like let me do this one here. This one's okay because they're gonna give you the graph already made. You don't have to use a machine to graph nothing at all. So here is 107. All right, 107. They're gonna give you a graph over here somewhere. So I'm just gonna put some dots in here. So it's gonna be right there's one dot, there's another dot. There's another dot right here. Then over here, there's another dot. And over there, there's another dot. Something like that. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you what the dots are. This one is -3 and 1 is this dot here. -3 and up 1. And this one is -1 and 0. This one is 0 and 1. This one is 1 and 0. And this one is 3 and 1. 3 and 1. Okay. There's a big W like that. Like what looks like a big W? Like one of these maybe? Whatever. Big W like that. All right, so now questions they're gonna ask you. They're gonna put this graph here and they're gonna say, all right, A, what is the X-intercepts? Okay, X-intercepts, I'm gonna tell you where they are. They're right here. This is the Y, this is the Y line, and this is the X line, in case you forgot. X's and the Y's, right? And right here, our intercept means where does it cross the X line? Where it crosses the X line at -1, 0, and 1, 0. So the answer for X-intercepts is -1 and 0, and 1 and 0. Okay, now see how I get those right there? Now the next question is going to ask you, what is the Y-intercept? All right, what is across the Y line? That dot right there. See that dot right there? So that dot is what? 0 and 1. 0 and 1. So it crosses it right there. All right. Now that's the X-intercepts. Now the other question to ask you, letter B, is going to say domain. Okay. And I just tell you what that means. That means left and right. Okay. Left and right of this graph. Okay. So this graph to the left How far to the left is it? Only goes to -3. See the first number, -3, this way. And to the right, how far does it go to the right? It only goes to what? +3. So from -3 to 3, that's where it goes. It goes from -3 to 3. Somewhere in there, it's stuck in here. That's the domain, left and right. Other question. Range is a new word. Range. This means the bottom of the graph and the top of the graph. That's what that means. So the bottom of the graph and the top of the graph, look at the second numbers. Let's see, did I do that? 3, 1, 3, 1. Okay, so this the bottom of the graph, second number is what? 0. So it goes down to 0, but then from there it goes up to where? To 1, 1, 1. All these are a bunch of ones. So the range goes from 0 to 1. I'm just gonna tell you the answer. Okay? From 0 to 1. It goes from 0 like this to 1 right here. So left and right, up and down. That's domain, that's the range. So we got the domain, we got the range of this picture. Now they're gonna ask you another question. Increasing, what? Okay. So if you're walking in this graph, let's say this is you. You're walking this graph from left to right, right here from the left to the right, are you going down the stairs? If you go from left to right, are you going down from here? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So look at now. All you're gonna do is you can look at the first numbers only. Okay. You can look only the first number, only the first number, only the first number, only the first number. That's all you're gonna look at right now. First numbers only. Okay. All right. So now, first question: from -3 to -1, is it going down the stairs? So it's decreasing, right? If you're going this from left to right, you're going downstairs. So from -3 to -1, it's going downstairs. All right. And then from here to here, what happens now? What is it going? What's it doing now? Are you increasing now? It's going down. Click. Now it's what? It's going up. From where? Look at the first numbers only. From -1 to 0. From -1 to 0 is going up. And then what happens from the 0 to the +1? What's it doing here? You tell me. Decreasing or increasing? From here to here. Is it going downstairs? So from 0 to 1, it's going down. And then from 1 to just a number, all the way to 3, it's going up again. From 1 to 3. It's going up. Now, last question they're going to ask is this, for this picture here. They're going to say, is it an even function, odd function, or neither? And I just tell you what that means, okay? All right. If you cut this picture right in the middle, if I cut it like right here, let me just put a line so you can see it. If I cut it like this, straight down, like that. Is the graph on the left and the graph on the right the same? Does this cut it right in the middle? Yes or no? Is this graph here, this graph here the same? It's not the same. Does it look like the same thing?
Yeah.
Halfway here? Yeah. So if it does that, then you say, yes, it's an even function. Okay. If it looks something like this, let me show you one that's not an even function. Okay. So let's say it goes like this, the W goes that, and then it goes way over here. Then it goes up. Okay. Well, this one, if you cut it in half right here, what's going to happen? Is the left side and the right side look the same?
No.
No. So this is going to be not an even function. This is not an even, because I cut it in the middle. No, it's not the middle. It has to be cut exactly in the middle, so left and right match. Okay. I'm going to do another one like this one. It's going to change the numbers, okay? Same problem. I'm just going to change the numbers, all right? Okay, let's do another one like this, 107. Lines here. Here we go, 107. 107. 18. Ready? So let me just make up a graph here. All right. Let's see, I have another graph. And let's see, I'm gonna change it a little bit. All right, let's say it goes. Let's say it goes there, and it goes there, and it goes there. And I'll put some numbers. Let's say this one goes 0 and 2. And let's say this one goes, you know what? Let me do it again. I did it. All right, there you go. Just do it again. This is 107. Let me do it down here. There you go. Better. All right. So I'm going to say that this dot and this dot, I'm going to say this is -2 and 0. Did you change it? This one's 2 and 0. And over here, let's put this one's going to be 0 and 1. Okay, now, so it goes like this. And the other part, this one, I'm going to make it 2, 3, 4, 5 and something. I'm going to make this one 5 and 4. And I make this one -5 and 4. Okay, so there's all my numbers. So it goes -5, 4, +5, 4, and then 0, 1, and so on. Okay, so here's my dots. So first question, before, let me get questions again. All right, first question I saw, it asked this question. It said, what is the X-intercept? What do you think the X-intercept is? This is the Y, this is the X. Somebody tell me, what do you think the X-intercepts are? Here's the numbers.
-2, 0, and 2 and 0.
Yeah, -2, 0, and 2, 0. So -2 and 0, and +2 and 0. So -2, 0, +2, 0. Okay. The Y-intercept, what is that going to be? What is across the Y line?
0 and 1.
Yep, 0 and 1. All right, next question. What's domain? Domain means left and right. The left and the right. All right, so the left and right of this thing. How far to the left does this picture go? Make it a little bit better. How far to the left do I go? Left of this one. -5? Okay. How far to the right do I go? Look at the first number.
+5.
Yeah. So this graph goes to -5 and 5, something like this. Now the range is the bottom and the top. The bottom and the top of this graph. So the bottom, what's the bottom of this thing go? Like 0 again, right? Does it go to 0 right here? Look at the second numbers. Goes 0. And the top, how far up does it go? Look at the second numbers.
4.
4. Okay, so I got the domain, I got the range. Increasing. Increasing. Okay, so this, and then decreasing right here. All right. So if you walk into this graph again, from the left to the right, from the left to the right. Okay, ready? See what happens from left to the right. Is it from, and then look at the first numbers only. Let me highlight that. Hang on a second. First number, the first number, the first number, first number. Only the first numbers. That's all we're doing right now. Ready? So from -5 to -2, what's going on? What's the graph doing? If you walk into the graph from -5 to -1, -2, what are you doing?
Decreasing.
There you go. So from -5 to -2, this graph's going down, decreasing. And then from -2 to 0, what about -2 to 0? What's it doing here? From here to there, it's going. Is it going up, increasing?
From -2 to 0.
Yeah, from -2 to 0, it's increasing. And then after that, it's going what? Going back down again from 0, first number, to 2. What's it doing? From 0 to 2?
Decreasing.
Yep. From 0 to 2, it's decreasing. And then from 2 to the 5, the first number, from 2 to 5, what is it doing?
Increasing.
Yeah, from 2 to 5, it's increasing. And if I cut this graph in the middle, is that gonna be evenly cut? Yes or no? So you're gonna cut it exactly in the middle? Yeah, even. I got you right now. Odds, sometimes it comes out and neither. It's when it's like, okay, it never comes odd. I just know that's what it's gonna be. But it's easier to give me even, or if it doesn't come out even like this, like I told you, like if the graph is lopsided, like it goes like this, and then boom, way over here somewhere. Still a W, but it's not gonna be, if you cut it in the middle, it's not gonna cut it evenly. So this one is neither. Because it's cuts in the middle? No, left side, right side don't match. Okay, so that's number 8, number 107. Okay, so now I'm gonna do, man, I don't know. Thinking about number. Let's see, let me look at the next one. Hang on a second. Holy cow.
Is it scary?
Well, I'm gonna show it to you what it looks like. See, it's gonna say
That's too
use,
scary.
it says use your graphing calculator, graphing tool, TID4, whatever, that's what that means. And apply it and do the graph. But you know what? I know you don't know how to do graphs right now. I know you don't know how to do that. So I'm saying, and I know that not everybody has a calculator. No, of course not. You know the answer already. So that's what I'm thinking, man, I mean, I could do it the long way, but I don't want you to do things the long way because it's okay. So let's do it this way. This is what I'm gonna do today because I don't want to. Let's see. I mean, I'll do. Let me do. I'm gonna do it the long way, and then later, probably like next week, I'll start using graphing calculators. Okay, but right now I'm just gonna do everything kind of the long way. Hopefully, see how it goes. Okay. All right. It says this is word here. Graph. All right. So if you have no calculator, nothing at all to graph, you have to do it the long way. And I just show you like the tricks that I can think of to do. Okay. All right, so there's the graph. Absolute value of x plus 6 minus 4. So we'll always use this number here, whatever it is. I just I try the opposite of that number. So the opposite of plus 6 is a -6. So I'm going to use that number right there. Also, now I use number before that and after that. So a number before that will be probably -7 and then -5. So -6 is right there, and then I'm going to use the number before it and the number after it. Okay, and I'm doing this because I'm assuming you don't have a calculator. Okay, you don't have a graphing calculator. So let's do the first number. -7. What's going to happen when I put -7 in this thing? And let me think. Thinking about it. Now, you know what? I don't want to do that. So later, I'll just say this later. Yeah, I just teach you how to use a graphing calculator next week. I don't want to do this one now because it's going to be all these dots. And you're going to connect everything. It's going to take like 12 steps to do it. So I'm just going to say, we're going to do that graphing later. I don't know. So if it's a graphing, I'm going to jump it right now for today anyway. All right. 109, you can do this one. Okay, number 109, it says find the slope between the points 0, 3, and 2, 2. Okay, this one. The slope formula, I just write it down in case you haven't seen it before. Y1, Y2, X1 minus X2. This is one way to write it. I mean, you can flip the numbers around. You can put 2, 1, 2, 1 also. That works too. All right. So when you do the slope between the two numbers, this is X1, this is Y1. This is X2, and this is Y2. I'll see right there. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. All right. So now you're going to put these numbers in this formula. This is the slope formula right here. Okay. So Y1, somebody tell me what a Y1 is. What do you think Y1? 3. See right here, 3? Put it in there. And Y2, what do you think Y2 is?
2.
2. Good job. And X1, what do you think X1 is?
0.
0. And X2, what is X2?
2.
2. Okay, but see where I get those 4 numbers right there? All right. So now this one we can do. I think this is, so now on top you have 3 minus 2 and 0 minus 2. So on the top, what's on top? What's 3 minus 2? Doing a calculator.
1.
1 on the bottom. What's on the bottom?
-2.
Yeah, -2. So you can do this, or you can write it like this: 1 over 2 with a minus sign in front, like this. 1 over -2 or -1/2. So the slope, yeah, we can do that. That's easy formula. You can do that. The graphing, no, not yet. But you will. Don't worry. All right, I'm gonna go to number 110. Okay. Let's see what this is. Let's go to number 110. All right, 110. That one you can do also. Yes, we have skills for this one right now. It says 60x minus 900 equals -25x plus 4,200. All right. So 60x minus 900, I would just add 900 to both sides. Now, using your calculator skills, of course, these are gone. What is that right there? What is 4,200 plus 900? 4,200 plus 900. Somebody add it up. What's 4200 plus 900?
5,100.
Yep, that's right. Plus 5,100. All right, so now I need to get the x on the left side. So I need to get rid of -25x. So you're gonna add 25x. I'm gonna add 25x. So now I know these guys are gone. Calculator, what is 60x plus 25x? Which is this?
85x.
85x? Yeah, that's right, 85x. Equals 5100. All right, so now you're gonna use divide by 85, and you divide by 85 on your calculator, of course.
X equals 60.
Somebody said 60 exactly. Everybody okay with 60? Yeah?
Yeah.
So if I do it now, you can do it by yourself right now, because you know how to do this, right? Yeah, say yes. Yeah, of course I can. All right, so do this one. You do this one. I'm gonna write one just like this one, okay? 110 again. And I'm gonna do this. How about this one? 4x plus 100 equals 6x minus 800. Okay, try that one. It's the same problem. I just changed the number. Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. Do it, and I'm gonna check it. Okay, just write it. Wait, don't say the answer. All right, let's see, success. All right, ready? Step one, tell me. What I do? You tell me.
Subtract 100 from both sides.
Subtract 100, subtract 100. So these are gone. Boom. 4x equals 6x, and what is this going to be?
We have 900.
900. So now on the next step, what did you do?
Get rid of the
Subtract
6.
Yeah, subtract the 6. Okay. And I know these are gone. What about 4x minus 6x? How much is that?
-2.
-2 equals -900. Okay. And then one more step, divide by something. You tell me.
-2.
Like that. And we did this. What did you get for the answer?
450.
How much?
450.
450. Is it positive? Yeah, because negative by negative. Yeah, it's a positive. Okay. Is that okay for number 110? Yes or no?
Sir, so when you, on this, the second to the last step, when you divide by -2 and you go on the other side of the equal sign,
Mhm.
you don't have to divide by +2.
No, it's the same sign on both sides. Like let me write one like this, like you're asking the question you're asking. All right, let's say you have this. You have 2x equals 80. All right, so you divide this by 2 and you divide this by 2, so x is 40, right? That's done. But 110 again, suppose I have -2x equals, I don't know, 44 or something. Well, now this side needs to divide whatever's in front of the letter, which is what? Negative, right? So you put that in there, and then you put that in there. Well, this one, tell me what the answer is going to be. Positive by negative is going to be what? Is there going to be a negative answer? Yes or no?
-22.
There you go. All right, now I'm going to do the same problem. Ready? 110. All right, suppose I have -2x equals -60. All right, divide this one also by -2, and divide this one also by -2. But this time, it's a negative by a negative. It's going to give me one answer. Somebody tell me.
+30.
Yeah, positive 30. So it depends on what's going on. Maybe 1 minus 4x equals 0. Well, it doesn't matter on this one because if I divide by -4 and 0 divided by any number, guess what? What do you think the answer is going to be? Okay, 0 divided by any 0. Yeah. So it depends on the numbers. If it's plus, minus, minus minus, or if it's zero divided.
I
that
think
make
his
sense?
question was more about whether the negative carries across the equal sign.
The negative carries across. Okay, let me see. Let me do that part. Tell me again. All right, let me just set one up like this, and you tell me what to do. All right, let's do it again. How about this? How about 4x plus, I don't know, 30 equals 5x plus 1,000 or something. All right. So you understand the first step? You need to get rid of the 30, right? Is that okay?
Yes.
So that part is all right, right? Like this. So minus 30, and over here, 1,000 minus 30. So I know these are gone. So 4x equals 5x plus what's 1,000 minus 30? Number. This. What's that? 1,000 minus 30 is
970.
there you go. All right. So now on the next step, what do I do? What the next step? Subtract something. What do I subtract? This one. So how do we get rid of 5x plus 5x?
Yeah. Subtract 5x.
There you go. There you go. Like that, right? All right. So now 4 minus 5 is a negative 1x. And these are gone for sure. Okay, now we're at this step right here. Now, when I divide, I have to divide both sides by exactly the same thing, right? So I'm gonna have to divide the left side and the right side, which is you said this is 970, right? 970. 970. Okay. 970. All right. So now, what do I divide by? What goes here and what goes here?
-1.
Yeah, do I carry the negative one on the other side too?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to put it there and you have to put it there. You put negative here, you gotta put negative 1 here. Put 5 here, put 5 here. You put negative 10, negative 10. Always you have to put the same number, carry it on both sides. Does that make sense? And then from there, what do you think it is?
-970.
Yeah, negative 970, like that. Is that okay for 110? Yes or no?
Yes.
That's kind of. Say so. All right. Let me do one more like this. Well, I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do 111. I'm gonna do 111 and go from there. So 111. Let's see. 111. So you can do it 111. It says if f of x is x squared minus 1, find f of negative 9. So that means that where is an x, you're gonna have to replace it by what? Negative 9. Is everybody okay with this step right here? Okay, step number 1. So now this could be negative 9 times negative 9 minus 1. So tell me, what's that? What do you think that's gonna be? What's a negative 9 times a negative 9? Your calculator.
81.
81. Is it a positive 81?
Yes.
Positive 81? Yeah, it's positive 81. All right. So now using your calculator skills, 81, double digits, minus 1. What do you think? What do you think that is? Or no, I'm not using my calculator, so I don't know.
80.
Somebody said positive 80. Is that the right answer?
Yes.
Positive 80 is good. You said yeah, it's positive 80. If you say so, I believe you. All right, let me say yes. It's 80. 80. Is that right? 80. 80. Let me stop there. That's fine. Do y'all have, is there somebody who doesn't have a TI-84 or a graphing calculator? Say, I don't have it.
I don't have one yet.
I don't have one yet. Okay, let me just wait then. I'll wait on let me just, yeah, I'll just wait till next week, Tuesday. I'll start doing it. Okay, let's just do that because I want to make sure everybody does the same problems and you know how to use the machine and everybody's in the same place. Okay, because I know everybody lost on me. Okay, let me just stop there then. I'm gonna stop at 1:11. Okay, let's get out of here. That's enough. And like I said, not this Thursday, but next Tuesday, I'm gonna start using that graphing calculator, and I'll show you what mine looks like. Mine looks like this. This TI, mine's 84 plus. It doesn't matter. Plus silver, titanium, as long as it's 84 something or 83 something. Okay. I'll get one. I'll show you how to use the stuff on it. But not right now. So not so everybody gets it. All right. Let's see how this stuff there. All right, get out of here. Go away. Go home. Go to Whataburger or something. I don't know. All right, anybody? Yeah, that's it. Let me stop there. Okay, see y'all later. I'm gonna turn it off in 2 minutes. Okay. Anybody questions? No. All right. Later. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Later.